Alright people, it's Spratt here, and today I've got another gameplay for you. This one is a L96 ground war game. It's a Hanoi domination, and I've actually just joined this game. It's 30 points gone, and if you don't recognise this little clip coming up, it's actually a leftover I used in a mini a while ago. So this gameplay is kind of old, but it's still quite nice. There's going to be a little bit of a glitch, not a glitch, a little bit of a skip where I actually click stop record after I get that leftover clip and then start again, so you haven't missed anything. It's just me standing still. So what I'm going to talk about today is being host and advantages and disadvantages of being host, because a lot of people have been well, not a lot actually, just a couple, but you know, more than enough to get me kind of talking about it with people. A few people have been saying, oh my god, you host again, that's how you get your clips, blah blah blah. It's like, no, just no. So this is going to be a commentary, just me talking about the pros and cons, and yeah, my opinion. You know, obviously people's opinion is going to be different, so this is my opinion, but a lot of these you know, points that I'm going to say that are pros and cons, they're mainly fact, I guess. But I think it varies depending on connection. But anyway, so before I talk about the pros and cons, I just want to mention that I'm going to put on screen my speed test. So this is what this is what I've got at the moment. My upload is, you know, it's not good. You know, it might be better than a lot of people's that are watching this, but it's not good for me because I want to live stream, and actually it's not good enough to live stream at the moment, or live stream a good quality, which is the reason I'm not live streaming, because I can't really. So that's going to be on screen now, so you can have a look. Ping is pretty good and downloads quite fast. It actually just got doubled by our internet service provider for free, so which is awesome. But anyway, pros. So playing off your own connection, obviously. So most shots, if not all shots, are going to register. You know, there's always that time if you're not a host where you hit a guy and you think, oh my god, I just shot him right in the chest. Why didn't that not register? That doesn't really happen on host, because all your shots you're playing off your own connection, they should all hit. Now, if your connection is bad, or average, and you pull host, you're going to have a huge host advantage, because if you can't host a game the way that it should be, like giving everyone else a good connection, then you're going to have that advantage over everyone else. So if you put everyone on a 3-bar, you've got this kind of edge that you're going to see them first, you're going to get the first shot off, which means you're probably going to kill them. Now, that's obviously a pro if you've got an average connection. If you've got a good connection, I'll talk about that later. So that's another point. Going off that, as I just mentioned, you're going to see him quicker, you're going to get the first shot off. That's being host is all about. Depending on the connection you give the other people in the game, is depending how the more time you have before they see you or they get their shot off. But the main advantage of being host is that your bullets instantly register, so you don't have to wait to see if it's connected, you don't have to wait and see if it's going to be a hit marker or not. It's instant shot, and then you know if you've killed them or not, which is, you know, pretty good. Another one that I've asked Twitter about, and a lot of people said this, they said, oh, you can, if you host, you can turn off your console or dashboard at the end of the game. I don't know what it is on PS3, and I hit the menu, but you can end the game if you're a host. If someone's getting a nuke or something, you can just switch your Xbox off and they won't get it, which is, I guess, kind of an advantage in a way, but I don't know. So that's all the pros I can think of. There's maybe more. Put them in the comments if you think of any. This is going to be the cons, you know, the disadvantages. First one, and most important one, which I hate, is more hit markers, and I don't know why they do this. Maybe it's something to do with how it's hosted, I'm not sure. Maybe you guys know in the comments. Maybe it's they decrease the damage just because they don't want that host advantage or something. I don't know how it works, but I get, you know, way more hit markers. People I spoke to get way more hit markers. I don't know why it does it, but that's the worst thing about it. Another one is, I personally get this, and I've had a few people that comment saying they get this. I've had friends say they get this, so I don't know if everybody gets it. Depends on the connection, but especially on Black Ops Ground War. I don't play Ground War Modern Warfare 3, so I don't really know, but on Black Ops Ground War I get Xbox frame rate lag. If you don't know what that is, it's not like normal lag if you're on a 2-bar or 1-bar. Frame rate lag is basically when your screen goes all choppy and you can't really control anything. It's just really, you see a bad clip in low frame rate, you see it's all choppy, and I can't really explain it at all. But that's the worst. Some of you may know it, but after one game of being host on ground war, it's fine. Start of the second game, it's starting to kick in, and by the end of the second game, it's just horrible, and I have to back out and get a new lobby. That's how bad being host on ground war on Black Ops is for me. So it's not good at all. You also get lag spikes when people join or leave, so little glitches and little spikes of lag when someone may connect or leave the game or anything like that. So that's a pain as well. You hit mark more triples and collaterals and stuff like that, unless they're already damaged. I've noticed this for me. I personally never hit a host triple. I personally thought you couldn't get one, but I asked Twitter, and a lot of them said, you know, you do still get them, but they are less frequent, and you do hit marker more. That obviously might tie in with the more hit markers thing, but it is a problem and it is a pain. So as I was talking about connection earlier, if you host and whatever, if you give everyone a good connection, then they're gonna have, you know, that advantage as well. If you put everyone on a 4-bar, you're not gonna have that advantage over someone who's on a 2-bar. You're still gonna have that split second faster than them, you know, faster reaction, knowing where they are. You get that shot off quicker, but that's it. You're not gonna have that advantage like if someone's on a 2-bar. So if they're on a 4-bar and you're hosting and you've put them all on 4-bar, it's not gonna be much of an advantage at all. The last one I want to say is you don't get to choose whether you host or not. It's not like Gears 1 where there's actually a host match button. You don't get to pick whether you host. You don't choose whether you want to be host or not. So if you're hating on it, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to, you know, get worse connection? Tell our parents to get a bad internet so we don't pull host? No. There's no difference between host clips and non-host clips. There's no difference between host gameplays and non. You might play better on host, but at the end of the day, these kind of balance each other. So hope you enjoyed. You can talk about it in the comments with each other, see what your opinions are, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.